Have you done training today?
Yeah, it's just training.
Has it been alright?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could I ask why they're dressed in the different uniform that we don't normally see?
I'm not too sure. That's not us though.
Oh, is it not police?
No, I think that's the army. I'm not too sure.
Oh, right.
Couldn't tell you.
Oh, brilliant.
We don't train with them, so we've got all different sites.
Okay.
So I'm not too sure where they've come from or who they are.
Yeah.
It's not a net issued uniform at all, is it?
No.
You'd never have to wear that.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just interested. We're like geeks, really.
Yeah. Okay then. Thank you very much.
No worries.
You take care.
Get ready, everyone. What starts as a relaxed moment quickly turns into something much more revealing. The cameraman strikes up a friendly conversation with officers during their training, and right away he notices something unusual, a uniform that doesn't look like the standard one. His questions are casual, but they expose real uncertainty among the officers about what's actually considered official gear. The exchange stays respectful, yet you can feel a quiet shift in the air. It becomes a calm, steady challenge to authority, the kind most people don't expect. What begins as harmless small talk slowly builds into something bigger. By the time the moment settles in, it's clear this isn't just a chat. It's the start of a lesson in transparency, responsibility, and how everyday people can hold power to account.
How you going? All right.
How are you? You okay?
Yeah, they're alright. What are you doing down here?
Pardon?
What are you doing down here?
Oh, just chilling.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing?
Just saw you filming, that's all. We're just curious as to why.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just having a look round, that's all.
Okay.
Oh, they can get that.
Right, okay, look, sorry, chaps, right, this is how it works. This is a very big police space that deals with a lot of stuff, alright? So there's going to be security issues in and around it. If we see a couple of people filming, it makes us suspicious. Now, you might be completely...
Stop there one sec. No. Stop there one second. She needs to tell me something first.
You might be...
Whoa, hold on. No. Hold on.
Reason for what you're doing.
Listen.
Why we're talking to you is because it makes us a bit suspicious.
Suspicious is not a crime.
I'm not saying it is, but it makes us a bit suspicious that someone's filming this area because it's so prominent as a police site, okay? Which is why we're talking to you. So I'm
Sorry
Martin.
to interrupt you.
This is Alex. Not interrupting. I'm Martin. This is Alex. We're from the Mounted Branch, and this is why we're talking to you. Okay. So if you could just give us an explanation.
No. First,
why you're doing.
Would you like to tell us something?
Can you just answer my question?
No, it won't go any further until you tell us something. You need to tell us something.
We really need you to answer.
No, we don't answer questions on a public footpath.
Okay.
If you tell us something first, we might have an amicable conversation with you. Have you got something to tell us?
Go on then.
Have you anything?
Have I got something to tell you?
Yeah. You're on about us
A few moments later, the mood shifts as mounted officers ride over and tell him that his recording seems suspicious. The tension is clear, but he doesn't budge. He calmly reminds them that being seen as suspicious isn't a crime, and that filming on public grounds is completely allowed. You can sense the officers trying to hold their ground while realizing he understands the rules better than they expected, but he chooses not to answer their probing questions, turning each one into an opportunity to explain the law instead. His voice stays steady, but every response is sharp and confident, showing how powerful it is to know your rights. The whole scene plays out like a careful strategy game, where every move the officers make is instantly counted. As the pressure builds, it becomes obvious that their frustration is growing while he remains fully in control.
Recording.
I told you what we've got to tell you.
You're on about us recording, and you've got to tell us at the first available opportunity that you're recording us.
Let's start in a recording. NSPC body 1. Start being recording. Oh, right, okay.
So that's why we interrupted you. It wasn't being ignorant or...
My colleague there is just letting you know about the...
right,
fantastic.
okay.
So,
cool.
Did you know about this?
Just before we continue with the conversation,
Yeah,
is there anything you want to say to my colleague on that matter?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
What, that you're being body worn videoed and recorded?
Yeah. Have you read what it says?
Thank you.
Very briefly, yeah.
Well, this you're wanting something from us, but you need to at least...
No, that's okay.
We're not running away or anything like that.
Absolutely.
All right, so we'll go over that matter.
Yeah.
So we're just literally having a look around. If we find something, let go of this, please.
Yeah, okay.
And if we find anything interesting on our day out today, like the horses and the training ground that you've got here, we're making a video. That's all.
Okay.
That's all.
Is that for anyone in particular?
Just for us.
Just for us.
For your own
Yeah.
And who are you guys? When you say us, like what
members of the public.
As in,
just video makers, members of the public, whatever you want to call us today. We've got no title.
Who watches the video?
Well, that depends who we show it to.
Oh, that's what I mean. Like,
Do they get posted online, or
okay.
how does it work?
Well, it depends. If I find something of like a house fire or something, I might sell it to a newspaper. If I find a police station with some training going on, I might show it to my...
Thank you. So the fact that you've got that and you're got that in such a sort of like show me state means you've been stopped before. Do you film?
You guys film us, but we're not allowed to film things that we want.
Yeah.
No, we're not
saying you're not
you're not allowed. What I'm saying
to have a chat
many
about
people
No,
we're not allowed.
this man's attitude, come on, like we have to listen to him. We could. That also, he's got information there. We can actually walk away from you.
Yeah,
if we're not being detained.
You're not being detained. No.
Well, we can just walk away now. But that we want.
You could do, but then that's going to make us be even.
It doesn't matter. Well, then you're going to follow us back up the road. You just need to have a better approach next time.
I think so.
I think so.
I agree to disagree. I think that.
You was very polite. What I'm saying is the attitude. We must understand. We don't have to understand anything. We just, if we're doing a lawful activity.
Conversation to go anywhere, we've got to understand each other, haven't we? So let's.
The back and forth grows sharper as he calmly repeats that recording in a public place is fully within the law. The officers say they are only being careful, but he addresses each point with clear reasoning that leaves no room for doubt. He lays out his purpose openly, documenting public areas and making sure those in authority stay accountable. That's when the tone begins to shift. The officers start to realize they can't pressure him with broad statements about security. His understanding of the rules forces them to adjust their approach. For the first time, they stop trying to direct the conversation and begin paying attention. What started as a tense encounter slowly turns into an unexpected learning moment, happening right there on the spot.
Let's forget about
it. Depends from what
you got to understand in this day and age, with everything that happens. If we see people filming prominent buildings and stuff like that, we're going to be suspicious. That's a normal thing to think, isn't it? Okay.
But in our eyes, why would you walk by something so interesting and not get?
No, I totally get that.
Yeah,
I totally get that.
We've got 2 points of view, and that's what we're talking about, and that's what we're trying to bottom out.
That's understood, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But prior to that conversation, we don't know that, do we? Prior to stopping and chatting to you, we don't know anything about this situation really. So until we learn more about the situation, a bit more about what you're doing and why you're here, then we'll kind of be a bit more like, okay, that's fine, or maybe it's not fine. But until we ask some questions and have a chat,
the guidance says that we don't have to account for what we're doing in a public space. So basically, if what you deem is suspicious just by having a camera and pointing it at your building from an outside perspective, we don't deem that as like, because we're not doing anything like out of the ordinary in regards to suspicion.
We're just have a conversation, can't we? As like
you can, but the guidance does actually say that about social media vloggers and stuff, it basically says that we should be just left alone.
Okay, but we are allowed to have a conversation with you.
You can have a conversation, but the reason why I was interrupting him is because I couldn't help over here. You're putting your body cam on, right?
Okay.
And you're quizzing us about using the same device. Oh, all right, we're not pointing it at you in particular.
It's a sensitive police building. That's
sensitive.
You know that,
it's like that's like Johnson's baby cream, isn't it? You know, everything's sensitive these days.
But you must understand the way the world works, yeah.
Well, no.
And obviously, people want to film police buildings, police vehicles for not very good reasons, for not very nice reasons.
Well, we don't know about that because we haven't got that
hostile reconnaissance. Even though you might not be doing that, and you might not have that mindset, and that might be the furthest thing from your intention, that still is something that happens in the world.
Yeah, but
this is the moment where the whole audit really shines. The officers repeat that they are only doing their jobs, but he responds with solid information. The NPCC guidance that clearly states vloggers and journalists shouldn't be bothered when they are acting within the law. He explains it calmly, backing it up with facts, showing he came prepared for exactly this kind of situation. Then he turns the tables, pointing out that they are recording him without giving any proper notice. The shift in the conversation is impossible to miss. And then he delivers the line that stops everything cold. If he had bad intentions, he wouldn't be standing there openly showing his face. The pause that follows speaks louder than anything else. Clear reasoning just outmatched authority. It's one of those standout audit moments that feel powerful, sharp, and completely unforced.
Did you get that?
Yeah, but hostile reconnaissance, is it done by... Is it usually done in this way that we've got our faces
done in
uncovered?
all sorts of ways. There's no way it's not done in this way or that way.
But it's not usually done in this way, is it? You know, because basically we've walked past God knows how many cameras, and there's that many cameras today that auto recognition for your facial recognition. So we believe when we've been in the town and everything like that, I reckon the police already know who everybody is anyway, because we haven't we haven't hidden ourselves by coming here.
But the thing is, as a police officer, you can't sit back on your rest on your laurels and think, oh, another police officer might know that, because they might not.
But how about
work on might? You've got to kind of look into things a bit more, otherwise we wouldn't be really doing our job properly.
Yeah, but your job is to tackle real suspicion and prevent crime and stuff like that. But here, there is no issue.
Real suspicion, then that's fine, isn't it? But until we talk, we don't know that, do we? We don't know that from a distance. We'll just look in until we chat and go, hi, how are you? Chat. It's just then obviously we learn more information. Until you glean that information as a police officer, you're ignorant, and you can't stay ignorant. You've got to look into things.
No, but I don't like to be told like we must understand. You know, like why are you here? It's like if you can have a conversation, like
fair enough to explain to you why we're doing what we're doing. That's just us being upfront and honest and saying, right, this is where we're coming from.
Yeah, well, like I say, there's no suspicion.
No, that's fine.
There's nothing that we're doing that should raise suspicion for you to challenge us filming a public building that's paid for by the taxpayers.
I would come and have a conversation with anyone, member of the public, that I saw hanging around and filming outside the police building.
You would?
I would. Just have a conversation.
Well, why don't you...
There's nothing wrong with me doing that. There's nothing illegal about me doing that. There's nothing...
There isn't, no.
...untoward about me doing that. That is just purely me as a police officer doing my job.
Okay.
And if I wasn't doing that, I'd be neglecting my job. And
is there no chance that you could just read the NPC guidelines on and then that should...
doing that.
And if you read that, the guidance says if we ain't raising suspicion in regards to the things that you mentioned, after reconnaissance.
Yeah, no, I can see that now,
you know,
because I've stopped and chatted to you.
The big T word, you know, and all that stuff. If we don't appear to be that, and we're actually filming openly, and we're, you know, we're not secretly doing stuff, then, you know.
It doesn't have to be secret though for it to be suspicious.
Miss, I don't think, the way we're acting and hanging about for a long period of time, we're not in a rush to go anywhere.
No,
I don't think that's how someone would operate. And we're being totally honest, and we're filming.
I think there's a car just going to come out of there. Do you want to just...
We're filming for our own recreational...
At this point, the officers start to understand they aren't dealing with an everyday passerby. He clearly knows the law, and he knows how to explain it. He brings up facial recognition concerns, the role of citizen journalism, and why openness from both sides creates trust instead of problems. While they try to defend their suspicion, he stays steady and brings the conversation back to actual guidelines and public rights every single time. The exchange feels tight but controlled, almost like a calm instructor correcting misunderstandings as they appear. Even the officer who seemed the most doubtful begins to soften once he realizes the auditor isn't there to cause trouble. He's there to hold everyone to the same standard. The change in the atmosphere is slow, but unmistakable. It shows how honest, steady facts can level the playing field, even when authority tries to push back.
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
Yeah, but there's a story as well. Are you aware of the story of the petrol bombs? Pill cars been set alight by... We read a story online that there's a pill car has been set on fire by constables on training. They would use the word like a drunken...
Right.
It's an investigation, so we can't speculate to say. You know, we just wanted to get a story of the whole place. You know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's a famous place. This is where you do a lot of your training.
I don't think, to be perfectly honest, you're going to see a lot from where.
Oh, we are. We're going to get a drone up in a minute.
You're going to get a drone.
Yeah, drone's going over.
Okay. Right. That's probably not going to help the situation, is it?
What do you mean? Hell, what?
Because
being honest,
that isn't ideal, is it? You putting a drone up above a police premises.
Well, we can do that, yeah.
Okay.
I'll just check the area, because we basically go off.
Have you got drone with you?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's in my bag.
Okay.
Just So we just have to stick to the rules ourselves, you know, because we got the CAA, you know.
What do you use? Is it YouTube or mainly? Things go out these days, don't they?
Maybe Tinder. You never know.
Maybe Tinder.
Whatever that is, I've just heard it being floated about, you know. So yeah, basically, in this area, there's no restrictions for drone flying.
Okay.
Speed limit's 15 kph, so it's got to be under like 26. So we're actually in good territory for getting it up. And I bet it looks a lot better from above.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get much this afternoon, to be honest.
Pardon?
You're not going to get much.
Well, I'm glad.
The auditors shift the conversation by mentioning they are also using a drone to capture overhead footage, and it's clear they know the rules inside and out. They refer to the correct aviation guidelines, explaining exactly where they can fly and what limits they are following. The officers sound a bit unsure at first, but the auditors calmly walk them through the details, clearing things up without any tension. The mood starts to lighten as they chat about how the horses react to noise and how to keep drone flight safe. There's a touch of humor and professionalism blended together, and it cuts through the alias stress completely. By sticking to the facts and staying respectful, they turn what could have been another debate into an easy, straightforward conversation. The officers finally begin to relax, realizing they're speaking with well-informed citizens, not people looking for conflict, just individuals who understand their rights and responsibilities.
The horses have gone. We don't want them to be scared, do we? Or would they get scared by a drone? That's a good question, actually. So, if there was one...
Honest, all the work our horses do, a drone they'd be fine with that.
They'd be fine with that?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Would they?
You go, we'll go back to
No, I'm putting my drone back up.
You can't. You got to
can.
the horses.
Because we don't come really close anyway. We're up in air, like, but the sound of it, would that not scare them? Ah, brilliant. Bingo. Right, Lovey, thanks for your time. CO424. But yeah, just if you ever speak to people in the future, just try and warn about the body worn, you know, because it is important.
Are we going to work out who these chaps are? No?
Unless you want to tell us who you are? Do you want to tell us who you are?
Am I obliged to, sir?
No, but if we start, I'm not too far about that, mate.
Well,
Look, thank you. Sorry, that was rude. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
It clearly says
what we think, mate. Yeah, I'm not worried about what that says.
You should be.
No, I'm not.
It's going to help you.
If we think that you're up to no good, then we'll detain you under Section 43 of the terrorism.
Crack on, sir. That's the end of our conversation we're having with you. That is like that. That is. I wouldn't talk to him. I wouldn't talk to him.
Make sure I'm out. You're not detaining me or anything. I'm not detaining you. No. I'm just worried about you taking over. So anyway, just if you want to read it, am I out your shot?
Go on. Yeah, go on.
If you want to read it, it's got lots in here
Can
about.
we get the others over with radio?
What for?
I'm just talking to my colleague, but thank you.
Wait.
If you feel the auditor's behaviour may represent a genuine security risk to personal. Section 43 of the Terrorism Act should be used as a last resort, only when reasonable suspicion exists. You should consider other possible remedies such as the Antisocial Behaviour Act 2014, if applicable.
Thank you for familiarising me with that, but I'll do what I think's right. And
So, do you suspect us of being a terrorist? Whoa.
Well, that's what I'm working out.
There are no powers prohibiting the taking of photographs, film or digital images in a public place, therefore members of the public and press should be not prevented from doing so. Their images, we need their cooperation with the media and the amateur photographers like ourselves. They play a vital role as their images help us identify criminals. We must acknowledge that citizen journalism is a feature of modern life and police officers are now photographed and filmed more than ever. Unnecessarily restricting photography, whether for the casual tourist or professional, is unacceptable and it undermines public confidence in the police service. Once an image has been recorded, the police have no power to delete or confiscate without a court order. There's so much guidance been issued by the NPCC which is in our favour. We're citizen journalists. We're out creating content of anything we find interesting. I've already mentioned to you next door also with the conveyor belts.
I get that. All right,
so my friend, we've told you far more than we need to, and you're still going down section 43.
The fact that you're carrying that round with you tells me that you get stopped quite a bit.
Yeah, we're trying to stop it, mate.
It doesn't have to be that way, though.
100%. Okay.
We don't trust.
Not
We
gonna
don't
go,
trust.
we don't
trust.
Not going to let this go
constables.
on. Okay. Al, what are you saying, mate?
I think we're
Okay. All right. Thanks for your time.
Right, tell on then, please. No, you've upset me.
I don't care.
You can understand.
I'm not here to upset you.
Yeah, but can you understand why you might be? Because you've gone too far, mate.
You was perfect, like.
You haven't been detained. We're having a conversation. No one's sworn. No one's
we could
raised
have
their
said from the
voices.
start, nothing to do with
If
you.
you're that easily upset,
but we didn't. And despite us going out of our way to tell you more,
2, 3.
you're still going on about section 43.
If this lady wasn't here, you'd be rogue today. You would go rogue.
We've been so reasonable with you.
Okay.
You would. Honestly.
I don't understand your reaction.
Just when it looks like everything is finally settled, one officer suddenly escalates the situation by mentioning Section 43 of the Terrorism Act. The shift is immediate. The auditors respond without hesitation, quoting the NPCC memo back to him almost exactly as written, making it clear on camera that he's stepping beyond his authority. You can sense the awkward moment that follows, especially when his colleague steps in and gently stops him from taking it any further. The auditor even pauses to thank her, noting that she helped prevent an improper search. It's a moment that shows impressive calm under pressure, steady, clear, and confident. The difference between her composed approach and his forceful one says a lot. It underlines why understanding the law matters and how staying calm can keep a situation from turning into something far more serious.
If we'd used that power, but we haven't.
You were very close then.
You stopped him.
We're just talking about
You actually stopped him. You saved us.
We have a thing called discretion, so that is an option. But we're just having a conversation about it.
You actually saved us from being searched.
No need to be upset.
Honestly, Livy.
Okay.
Well,
You actually.
We've explained ourselves really politely and really thoroughly.
I'm sorry.
I've got to thank you, miss.
So-
You saved him from searching and handcuffing me, perhaps.
We need to get our horses back.
Get him gone, please. This guy's not bloody trustworthy around
must
me.
understand his frustration.
We're not getting anyone gone. We just got.
You were so close. You said get the others out the van.
You don't know why I said that, and I did say that for certain reasons and different things like that. But it doesn't matter, okay? The whole point about this was to keep it calm and try and find some middle ground.
We was calm when we was on our own, filming, until you come over.
Likewise, and we're all human. Do we agree on that? Or do you want to argue about that?
Well,
we are all human, so let's take that as we are all human now. We agree on that.
How do you know what I identify as?
Thanks for your time. All right.
Thank you.
See you later. And I suspect I'll see you around.
You won't.
Okay.
You won't see me around.
Take care.
2, 2, 2, 3. We're going to go to the Terrorism Act there. I love your shoes, sir.
So close was he, eh, to using section 43. He even asked his colleague to get the others.
And if that lady actually stopped him from abusing laws, didn't she?
Yep, she certainly did.
As the situation wraps up, the male officer still tries to hold onto some sense of authority, but the moment has already shifted. The auditors have taken full control through clear facts and steady confidence. The female officer's earlier intervention prevented a serious mistake, and the cameramen walk away without any issues, carrying themselves with confidence and relief. Their short discussion afterward hits with real meaning. They acknowledge that she genuinely protected them from an improper search. There's a mix of gratitude and quiet satisfaction in their voices, knowing they handled the encounter the right way. The audit ends on a respectful note, yet it's clear who upheld the principles of fairness and accountability throughout. That IT becomes one more reminder that knowledge, patience, and honesty consistently come out on top. And as always, the closing message stays positive. Remember to support the channel, stay informed, and join them again for the next video.